I'm Teacher Mike, and today we are going to talk about how to use the words marry, married, get married, marriage, wedding, spouse, husband, and wife correctly in English. Let's start with marry. Marry is a verb, which basically means that two people start a new life together. That relationship that they then have is called a marriage. We'll talk more about this word in a little bit. Marry is a regular verb, so the three forms are marry, married, and married. When we use the verb marry, we usually have an object. Here are two examples. He asked me to marry him. She married a guy that she met in college. Marry can also be used without an object, but it sounds a bit formal and it's less common. For example, I do not wish to marry. As I already said, married is both the second and third form of the verb marry. However, it's also an adjective. When we say that someone is married, this means that they have married someone and that marriage is still continuing now. Here are some examples. I didn't know you were married. How long have you been married? I've been married for 6 years. Are you married? No, I'm not married. And we often talk about getting married. Getting married is basically the same as marrying someone. But when we don't have an object in the sentence, we usually use get married. For example, do you want to get married? What made you decide to get married? We got married a few years ago. My parents want me to get married. Again, the relationship or new life that you have together after getting married is called a marriage. Marriage is a noun that can be both countable and uncountable. When we talk about a specific relationship or specific people, we use it as a countable noun. For example, I wish you both a long and happy marriage. When we are just talking about the idea of people being married, but we are not talking about specific people, we usually use it as an uncountable noun. For example, marriage is very important in my culture. A wedding is a ceremony or an event that begins a marriage. For example, 200 people came to our wedding. The two people who get married are then called spouses. A male spouse is called a husband, and a female spouse is called a wife. Finally, here are some examples from my own life. I am married. My wife and I got married in 2016. We have been married for about 6 years. We had 2 weddings, one in the US and one in Thailand. So yeah, that's all for today. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.